Hey folks, are your priorities creating real focus or just fog? Here's what I mean. Most teams start with good intentions. You define a few top-level priorities like enhance platform stability or improve player experience or increase operational efficiency. And these all sound great, right? They sound focused. But then everything ends up under those same umbrellas. And suddenly, improve player experience has 17 different initiatives attached to it, from UI fixes and new features to accessibility upgrades and performance tuning, you name it. What started out as a strategy now just feels like a pile of things. The thing that was supposed to create focus is now just creating confusion. So let's dig into why this is a problem. Slide this over a bit. Now, first of all, teams don't know what to work on first. Progress is hard to measure. Resources get stretched way too thin, and sponsors can't steer delivery effectively. When your priorities try to protect everything, they end up protecting nothing. And so here is how you fix this. Step 1, audit your strategic priorities. Start by asking how many active initiatives are sitting under each priority. If one of them has 10, 12, 17 things under it, it's overloaded. Take, for example, improve player experience. If under that banner you have accessibility upgrades, 3 UX projects, 2 content pipelines, a new chat system, performance tuning, that's not a priority. That's a product backlog in disguise. Now this step is about spotting where your focus is actually hiding clutter. Now let's look at step 2. This is to group related work into sub-themes. Once you've audited the priority, look for patterns. Lay the initiatives out and start grouping them. All the UX improvements go into one pile. Content system changes another pile. Live ops tools go into a third pile. Infrastructure or performance-related tasks go into another pile. This helps you see what work naturally clusters and where you've got scope creep hiding under a vague label. Think of it like unpacking a messy suitcase. Once you separate your clothes, your cables, and your toiletries, it's a lot easier to see what doesn't belong and what's actually essential. Now, step 3. Reframe this into sharper, more actionable priorities. And here's where you turn fog into focus. Instead of saying, improve player experience, reframe those sub-themes into clear, time-bound priorities like increase onboarding completion by 20% by Q2, or reduce crash rate below 0.1% across all platforms by the end of the quarter. Those are priorities that your team can build around. They create direction. They unlock real delivery. Step 4, assign clear ownership. Every priority needs a single executive sponsor, not a group, not a committee, one owner. And their job is to steward the work, make decisions, remove blockers, report on progress. If nobody owns it, nobody's accountable for moving it forward, and it will drift. Ownership gives a priority legs. And then step 5, sequence the work based on impact and capacity. And this is the one that most teams skip. You don't need to deliver everything in the bucket at once. In fact, you shouldn't try to do that. Let's say your onboarding improvements are the clearest driver of player retention. Start there. Ship that first, then move on to the next most impactful initiative. Think of it like strategic triage. What's the highest leverage work you can deliver now with the team you have? Trying to do all 17 things in parallel means you'll do none of them well. Focus lets you build momentum, and that momentum is what rebuilds trust and confidence. So again, broad priorities might sound strategic, but in reality, they blur focus and they stall execution. Sharpen them, break them down, and then sequence them. And if you want help walking through this process in your organization, or you want the full framework that covers this and 6 other critical moves, check out the Survive and Thrive guide. You'll find the link in the video description below. Thanks for sticking with this. Hope this helps.